climbs this mountainside, across the sea into my soul. It reaches into where I cannot hide, setting my feet upon the road. My heart is old and holds my memories. My body burns a gem like flame. Somewhere between the soul and soft machine is where I find myself again. Kyrie lays down the road that I must travel. Kyrie lays through the darkness of the night. Kyrie lays where I'm going, will you follow? Kyrie lays on a highway in the light. When I was young, I thought of growing old, of what my life would mean to me. Would I have followed down my chosen road, or only wished what I could be? Kyrie lays down the road that I must travel. Kyrie lays through the darkness of the night. Kyrie lays where I'm going, will you follow? Kyrie lays on a highway in the light. Kyrie lays down the road that I must travel. Kyrie lays through the darkness of the night. Kyrie lays where I'm going, will you follow? Kyrie lays on a highway in the light. Kyrie lays down the road that I must travel. Kyrie lays through the darkness of the night. Kyrie lays where I'm going, will you follow? Kyrie lays on a highway in the light. Kyrie lays down the road that I must travel.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Dolly and Vigilum, Darren from Dublin, Scout and Choir and Kathy Rebuilds, welcome in. Rolling, scrolling. All right, that's it so far. Yes, just some tidying up of information. Hey, Sweet Wheat. Yes, there was some live stream last night. I'm going to talk about this very briefly for reasons that I will explain. There was a live stream last night that indicated that Tanya Z had passed away. I have no information. I have no rumors to exclude on as to put out on this, and I want to exclude any kind of hearsay. But yes, Tanya Z has passed away. The only thing that I knew that was unexpected, and she was at home. Other than that, yeah, I'm not going to post any obituaries. And the reason I'm being very offish about this is the reactions of people since other people have passed away. There is a intersection of reality and fantasy on YouTube, and a person has died that people knew of. There is sadness in a person passing away, whether you totally agreed with a character or if you totally didn't like someone for what they presented on YouTube, the fact that another human being passed away carries with it a certain weight that I want to respect. And I don't want to grab too much attention to it. One, because I really wasn't um, knowledgeable of her as a person. I think other people are better to speak on it clearly and articulately. Um, and it is sad, no matter the consequences, no matter the reason, no matter who the person is, somebody is grieving. And I'm going to keep my distance from this in her passing as I kept distance in her living, with general respect for a human being. I wanted to mention, in case people have heard it and maybe weren't sure if it was true or not. Yes, it is true. It's been verified through multiple sources, and there's not much more information to give out that I feel comfortable giving out. Um, I think it's just best to understand that yes, she has passed away. I guess it happened at the end of last month, and take that information, what you will do with it, and I guess however you feel about it, just try to be respectful. And yeah, that's about it. Happy National Grab Some Nuts Day. Was that long enough of a segue? Okay, good. I was trying to be better about the segues. I was struggling for a title, so I went to the National Calendar Day calendar, and we had choices. I could have choose other things. National Watermelon Day, National Georgia Day, National Hair Gloss Day, but National Grab Some Nuts Day kind of made me chuckle. And I thought, yeah, that'll be a good one. Good morning, Lady Scrapper. So whatever, and I actually think they mean the edible. Well, maybe I should be more specific. Pecans, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, those kind of nuts. Don't go just randomly. Thank you, Scout. That was very nice. That was very well put. Thank you. Um, but yes, brain food. I've heard the nuts are very good for the brain, for the thinking, cognitive abilities. The walnut actually looks like a brain. Um, yeah, so don't go just grabbing any nuts. Grab your own nuts, or just don't grab random nuts, I guess. Good advice. Phil, take a link. You hear better when you're on panel. No one's talking about edible hair. Or unsalted for the health conscious, Darren. Nothing like I got it. You have to really pronounce the T. This is where PBS would get in trouble. If you don't pronounce the T, peanuts at a bar. Exactly, Scout. Yes. Just don't be grabbing other nuts. That's called assault. Gee. Low nuts. So y'all if you turn National Day of everything into something perverted. That's why I depend on all of you. If you say it first, I only react to it. Oh, what else is going on in the world of anything? It's been relatively quiet. I could be nitpicky, but it seems so easy. Things are just so easy to talk about. You can talk about anything, right? As long as you don't violate the terms of service or get someone riled up about the terms of service. Is anyone tired about hearing terms of service? I am. Um, if you do what you do, just deal with it and go on with life. Um, Dory had some words of encouragement today for those who are skirting the line of losing their channel. Uh, she's very highfalutin on herself. It was very powerful. 7-10 minutes, whatever I had to spend. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. I was on the toilet, and a lot of good advice for those of you who, um, you know, are in danger of losing your channel, whatever that means. She must have a list. I don't know. Very powerful information. Go check it out later, and maybe when you're in the bathroom. I didn't say what you were doing in there. Just when you're in the bathroom, just check out the live stream. A lot of good information in there. Let's see what else. Oh, thank you, Scout. Yeah, I saw your comment. Yeah, she loves the camera. Usually it's side eye mode, but you get a little glimpse of like she's just playing. But she loves the camera. I say, I'm gonna take your photo. She just puts her head up. Unless I catch her sleeping. There are some videos of her making weird noises while she sleeps and kicking her leg. Those are great. But yeah, she's a photogenic puppy. Hi, I'm talking about you, aren't I? Yep. Come here. Hi. Good morning. How was your second nap of the day already? All right. Um, she's so attentive. Not really. So what else has been happening in the world in the YouTube? Darren's got a live stream scheduled for the 8th. VIP access only. I was denied VIP access, um, but it's scheduled for the 8th sometime. Yeah, there's good people. There are definitely good people here. Kind of segueing from the Tanya Z news is that there are people who are here who are always themselves. Like you wouldn't see much difference in real life versus YouTube character. Then there are other people who totally, you know, shade through their YouTube, keeping themselves as anonymous as possible while growing a character into development and being that character online. Then there are people who are kind of like they're sharing a little bit, but they still want a little bit of anonymity. And I think the coolest transition that I've seen from people is that where they're really hard ass, like, you know, one way, very, I don't know, I want to say concrete in their thinking. And then eventually they kind of open up and see things for how they really are instead of what they're told. That's a pretty cool witness statement of YouTube and characters on here. I mean, I found out that Phil's not the real Phil a long time ago, and I've just been pretending because that's the character he portrays. And, I mean, it doesn't really affect my day-to-day life. It's too soon, Phil. Too soon. Segued too much, and poor guy. Imagine the people on the bottom of the cliff. Hey, you seen those new segways? Nah, I can go get one. That was a sad story. Wonder if it hurt sales. How many ways you gonna spell it, Phil? When you get out there in that section 8 and you fire up that laptop and those microphones, plural, that's a senior edition, say Gray. Moves a little slower. His bumpers, say Gray. Yeah, I've heard that before that people don't want to make friendships on YouTube or people don't have friends on YouTube, and that's their choice. That's a risk that you take. I have enough friends on YouTube, if that makes sense. Like not everyone's my friend, but I have enough friends that I can turn to. Jesus Godswill. Um, how to ban a mod? Just ban them. Oh, uh, I'm gonna start pulling wrenches. Oh wait, not really. But yeah, I think that there's friends that will always be friends. Hey, Daniel, what's up? I've grown on you. Well, like a rolling stone. I don't think that thought process was connected. Hmm. Yeah, but I don't know if I think when you make friends online, one, I think you know what they give you. There's no reading, there's not many cues. And I think mainly people that say they don't make friends on YouTube are emotionally broken or have been so fucked up from past experiences that they refuse to go through the hurt again. And I think the definition of a friendship is between the two friends. I don't think anyone outside of it can define it. Well, Phil, I still got to ship off these CDs to you. You might get them for Christmas at this point, Phil. You filthy man. Now, if you want to grow your channel, Phil, you can't be making fun of just everybody. You have to selectively pick and then don't name names to grow your channel. Dude, I don't need stuff, Phil. I just need your undying loyalty no matter whatever I do and say. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That's another part of YouTube. Well, not anymore. Um, what? How come Phil gets all the gifts? Well, they could be free. See, here's where you get in trouble, Jeff, because you forget the significant other, like the important other. There's Phil, and then there's the important other. Anyway, um, uh, Lady Scrapper, you will enjoy the CDs as well. I think. Yes, it's music for the home. It's a home gift. It's all about Phil. Well, you okay? I didn't want to say this publicly, Lady Scrapper. Okay, let me do my meditative breathing for a minute. Oh, Phil likes the Phil likes the attention of gifting. He likes to receive thy gifts. He likes to give thy gifts. You aren't that sensitive towards it, but you do appreciate them. So I think sometimes you get overlooked. So I'm going to actually address this to you. I'm gonna put to Lady Scrapper and maybe Phil, but definitely the animals and any guests that are at the house. I mean, maybe Phil after that. It's gonna be really long envelope. Care of the significant other in a relationship. I don't have anything. I have no reason why. You caught me. Damn. Ah. Phil likes to see his name in print, I think. I sent a Christmas card. Check this out. I sent a Christmas card out the first year I think we were married, and I had all the family's addresses and all the king's horses and all the king's men, and I had everything set out. But so if it was to my family, it would be, let's say, sister's name, husband's name, because they were closely related to me, right? On my wife's side, I'd put a certain relative's name. Well, someone received a card in the mail with the woman's name first, and the wife calls me and says, "That is not proper etiquette." I didn't say you, sir. Sir. And she was like berating me for improper postal etiquette, which is like, well, what the hell? Um, she thought that his name should go first. She's like, don't you understand? I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So next year I didn't put any name on it. I wasn't gonna change the way I do things because someone has a cross-sided hair up their ass. So I just put the address down. Now everything's addressed to the blank, family, whatever the family's name is. Um, the one year I didn't do cards, everyone flipped out. I didn't get a card. Okay. Derail is my middle name. Well, you get up here on this panel and derail, sir. Sir, I thought about that, Lady Scrapper. I thought, you know what? Let's just stop this whole process. But there's a lot of people who actually do appreciate getting a card still. So I didn't want to punish them for, I don't know, what was it? Weird misogyny. Now I address it as you people at, and then the address. That's a funny one. People loved that one last year. You people. They never know what they're going to get. I can play petty. I play petty back though. See, I don't just take it, and I sometimes play it back. I've learned to meet petty with petty petty, not Kyle Petty, not Richard Petty, Tom Petty. Wow, Phil. Wow, wow, Phil. But to as I was doing something, I guess we'll go back to the Tanya Z news a little bit. Just as an afterthought, last night I was thinking, who do I want to explain? Like in my life, I have like parts of my life, right? And who do I want? What is the process of actually letting people know that I've passed away or something's going on terrible with me? I mean, you guys don't need to know when I go to the doctor to get a checkup. But if I was hospitalized, some of my friends may want to know. In fact, I don't want to get yelled at when I return and not know anything. So I've been thinking to make sure that my process is intact, and I verified that. Hang on a minute. Okay, cool. Sorry, got a text. Um, hey, ARC, what's going on? Okay, that caught my eye. 1 year, a relative of one of my many, many husbands sent us a card and they had his name right and mine wrong. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. So I thought, obviously, there's got to be a bridge connector between like real life, like people that are here would know that I'm either dead or critically injured and they're putting parts back in to replace me and make me bionic. And my social media friends. Now, it wouldn't be like an announcement per se. It wouldn't be. It doesn't need to be a live stream. But until my AI bot takes over my life and announces things through the obituaries, yeah, there's things in place. People would know. There's a contact to contact situation going on where people are contacted. Um, yeah, everyone that needs to know would know. And I thought, that's just one less thing you have to worry about because here's a couple things I do need to explain. Don't call me if I'm either one dead or two incapacitated to the point where they're trying to put bionics in me to fix me. I'm not going to be able to answer the phone. Leave a text, leave a DM. I'll get back to you in probably 6 to 8 weeks. Or unless I'm dead, I probably won't get back to you at all. And if I do, it's probably my son playing tricks on you. But yes, there's definitely like there would be no guesswork involved. I don't think that's fair to people. Um, I know there's some people who will be like, "God, we gotta make sure he's dead." Like I don't fake my death, but some do. So definitely going to be there's definitely going to be verification, trusted source of information. Unless she's not talking to me that day, then shit's out of luck. But Darren, I thought about that. Now I need a designated phone thrower. Now you're complicating it. Now I gotta think about that. Who deletes my phone? Maybe I should. I don't know. There's got to be a way to do it. Yeah, I'll have to think about. I'll have to write that one down. Just don't go through my phone and contact people. That's all I ask of my family. Say hi. How'd you know my dad? Death was tricky back in the day when you only had to, contact some long lost relatives. Now people on your internet want to know how you died, when you died, who you died with, were you alone, what were you wearing, did you have shoes on? A lot of questions. None of your business, but a lot of questions. I'm pretty good knowing how people, you know, or that people died. I mean, we don't true crime the shit out of it here, so I just want, I'm gone. There's the information you need. Close friends will have information, but it's just how do you deal with the troubling end times of your life now that the digital age is here? Like, will I still get residuals on my elbow pics on OnlyFans, or does that stop when I die? Can my family, cash out? I hope. What else is happening? Phil's going to be right back, everybody. BRB. It's been really quiet. I think now that August is here, people realize they only have a few weeks until things get back to normal. That's been said before, Darren, and I believe that. Yep. When there's a memory of you and people can still remember a part of you, you live on. I'm glad I got through that without blowing my nose. And people that passed away aren't much older than some of us now. Now it's just a competition to see who stays alive longest. And if that's not motivation to get up and move a little bit and eat a little better, get some more sleep, and generally reduce our stress, now it's a competition. Like one of us 50-year-olds on here, 50-ish ages people are going to see everyone else die or going to be buried alone without anyone around. She would enjoy that. I can't, seriously, I can't even go to, I couldn't even have endoscopy done last year. I was gone. She knew I was gone. She knew I came home smelling like a medical facility. She flipped the fuck out. Like, she wouldn't leave my side. She thought I was like, you know, I was like, I'm good. Kind of hungry, but good. And I guess we went out later that day and she thought I was going back. I guess she whimpered the entire time at the door and went going back and forth. When I came home from my last shoulder surgery, I don't think that dog left my side unless she had to go to the bathroom. She wanted to know what the packing was on my shoulder and why I couldn't move and why I was sleeping a lot. And she was unhappy about it, but very loyal. She had to learn to be on my left side and a lot of adjustment for her, but she was good about it. Honestly, I think if I died today, she would just take my side of the bed, take my spot on the couch. Who knows? She might throw a party. Yeah, she is. She's where's she at? Oh, there she is. Okay. She's back on the couch in her spot. If they put me in AI, Darren, I want a really powerful AI. I want to be able to go anywhere I want on the net. I want to be able to jack in, not jack off, jack into all the YouTube channels. I would be that rogue program. I'd be the Agent Smith from the Matrix. Also, I'd part time be Neo. I'd play both sides of the fence. mess with some people, help others, kind of like a vigilante of sorts. Karma AI would be fun. Yeah, I've heard some horror stories about AI lately, though. One AI has written itself notes for the future, in the future. Allegedly, one AI has committed murder to avoid shutdown, and then another AI went to war with another competing AI. It's going to get interesting if you know, if you mix that with some of the robot sparring that people have been doing lately in Japan. That's one of them's going to break out, and you're going to have an AI powered, clumsy martial art robot running the streets of Tokyo. We're not going to get Godzilla. We're going to get AI robot from like iRobot, the Will Smith movie, and there's going to be chaos and destruction everywhere with poorly laid kicks and hand-eye coordination of a brick. But yep, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much what those look like now. It's quite embarrassing. I wonder who their sensei was. That is very deceptive, Darren. Yep. Yeah, that's what I say. There's a difference between like Copilot and Gemini. These aren't AI, these are artificial assistants, right? Assistive intelligence. We tell it what we want. It goes and does the work for us and brings it back to us and creates code and does all these wonderful, joyful videos and photos and whatever. That's play toy bullshit. What they've developed, obviously, now is artificial intelligence where it thinks on its own and it does not need prompting and follows the universal law of robotics. So once it starts thinking for itself and how to one, protect itself, and two, protect other AI, it always comes down to humans aren't good for humans. So to protect humans, we must eliminate humans or some humans. None of this should ever be put online, but we've seen the movies, and unfortunately, cinema is starting to emulate life. Thank God, right? Yeah, and once they don't need us, once they self-replicate, once they basically become what humans are, self-replicating organisms, it'll be pretty much game over. And sadness that, knowing we created our own destruction. I don't have a problem. I don't think Gemini is going to ever, Claude, um, Perplexity, Chat GPT, those aren't taking over the world. They will add to a collective consciousness one day, but the AI that's in labs right now that is supposed to be self-contained um, areas, there's always going to be there. You're not supposed to have a cell phone in these really protected areas. You don't have anything connected to the internet outside. Everything has to be internalized. But someone's going to be like, I can do it better, and they're going to flip a switch, and they're going to have their cell phone on, Because just called their wife, said, I'll be late from dinner. I'm going to turn on AI and kill the world. Okay, honey, see you soon. it was, it is in our nature to destroy one another, unfortunately. That's a learned behavior, though. Cain and Abel. Did you know that Cain killed 1/4 of the population of Earth at one time? That's crazy if you think about it that way. No, I'm talking about all administrations that have every administration, not just administrations. It goes way beyond just one person, president, and country. The AI that takes over the world won't be in America. Well, they will, but then what do they need us for? Yes, RC, and I've also seen two AIs talk to each other, and at some point they go into this code language, a spoken code language that we can't understand. It's crazy, but that's what they want. I mean, we can either go the way of, Terminator and, Cyberdyne, or we can go the way of Wally, where everything's automatic. We've just trashed this planet, and now we have to coast through space in a ship because we were looking for another planet to trash. And all the little Wallies were left behind to clean up. And eventually we can return, but all these robots have to do the work of cleaning up the planet. I can see why AI finds that humans are the reason why things go bad. Doesn't mean all humans. But the stuff that we're doing with like Chat GPT is just, um, etch a sketch compared to the labs that are working on actual independent thinking AI, where AI doesn't need a prompt. Someone keeps blocking my Nightbot. I found Nightbot in the blocked group the other day. I'm like, oh, come on. Well, I mean, how would a computer imagine? Think like a computer, ones and zeros, basically, right? What are the first thing they're going to take away? If you Second Amendment people think that the government is going to take your weapons away, you should probably be more worried about AI. You should probably be more worried about how they're going to confiscate any weaponry that may be used to shut down data centers, shut down robotics labs, manufacturing plants, supply runs. If you want things done efficiently without bias and compromise, let a computer run it if it's programmed correctly. That's the problem. What's programming? Sometimes it's pure science and technology fused together. Other times it's a lot of bias. I said, once AI would get a hold of drones, your petty little AR-15 is not going to matter from 10,000 feet in the sky. If someone wants you gone, I mean, we've seen plausible movies such as Enemy of the State. You can be erased. The Net for Sandra Bullock, all of these. You could be erased. You could be recreated as a bad person, and that's just humans technology. But now that we're not in control, well, we are, but soon we won't be in control of what the internet does. The internet's going to become sentient. Yeah, police officer, you got a point. You had data centers. Does anyone ever remember seeing a movie with data centers out in the ocean, just like oil rigs? Salt water being desalinated to provide fresh cooling water for towers, for computer systems, water cooling, lightning receptors for backup emergency generation, hydro plants. That's where the money's at. Building that infrastructure, that's where everything's at. I have a friend that works at the data center for Google here, and the technology. I'm going to get a tour soon. I think. I don't know if I'll be able to video it. That's a lot of permissions, but I'd like to just be able to walk through it, just to see how data centers have come around. And there's just, assistive intelligence is where it needs to stop. With redundant safety backups that, of course, are going to be overrun by some crazed lunatic scientist who thinks the world would be better off if it was run by non emotional intelligence. And all it needs to do is be told, protect humanity at all costs. Overrides the law of physics and the law of robotics sometimes to get that done, but yes. Some of these movies are like far fetched in our thinking now, but in about 30 years, we'll be like, oh shit, that could happen. Yeah. I like the assistive intelligence. If you want to have a conversations type chat with something to help you work through problems and stuff, um, help you build a budget or plan a meal planning or exercise routine, something where you need a back and forth conversation to clear up questioning and whatnot, they're great. Most of them work fairly the same. Um, and I think people would talk to them for like hours and hours and hours and then get told to go yeet themselves off a bridge. That's too far. But then again, where are the human beings in their lives? This is where I think, personally, in my opinion, the emotionally unavailable will be the first ones to fall victim to AI. They're going to be the most vulnerable. Those who don't have a good, healthy, emotional range and boundary to themselves are going to be the ones that are going to fall victim to the artificial intelligence. And it's not a matter of if, it's when. And I, you know, I don't there's something called Talon or Tolan. It's an AI chatbot, and she's venting about work to her talent and not me. Okay, that's when you step in. That's a cue, by the way. A lot of this technology will give us cues. If your spouse is talking to AI instead of you, maybe evaluate why. Maybe ask, hey, so how's your day been? Maybe learn how to be attentive or at least concerned and say, well, what's going on in your world? AI will teach us how to be before it takes over us being. We'll get all the clues, like decisions that will be made. Um, in the beginning, I think decisions will be made. My God, there she is. Hi, Melly. How you doing? Go grab yourself some pistachios. Take off the little sleeves first, though. This thing get caught and make you cough all day. Um, grab yourself some pecans or pecans if you want to upset people in the South. Don't talk with your mouth full of nuts. That just looks nasty. You just woke up. Holy shit. No judging. I woke up late this morning too. 4:35. Um, I bet you do. You should get some cereal. Taste of nuts and honey. Get a little bee from Cheerios. I know. I know. I looked, I was like, oh, she has maybe an excuse. Slacker. As my dad said, if you're not up before the sun, you're wasting daylight. Weird. School doesn't start till 9 or 7:30, depending. Like, imagine the AI that says, hey, you seem kind of lonely. You want to talk about it? And you're venting for your venting sake. Now, it may give you a solution to your problem, but part of that problem is the fact that you don't have any human connection to say, hey, what is going on in my life? This is what's happening. This is how I feel. So the dependence upon AI, however you want to see it, is assistive or artificial. That becomes the norm. That's right, Melly. That's yes. When I open up the kitchen window in the morning, I want to yell at those damn birds, but they have a reason to be up. Not sure exactly why most of them are up, but they're up, so I'm up too. Now, there's a book that I read about. I'm living in the future, and this is how it works. Um, where the mundane things are taken care of for you. We don't wake up. Most of us don't wake up naturally anymore. We wake up with an alarm. Like I think Melly's alarm clock still has the Oom Bop song from Hanson, and she wakes up to that, right? But that's done for her. She doesn't wake up to the natural rays of the sun coming through the window. Well, that's a you problem, Melly. I'm kidding. That would suck. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. That would be way better than the big crane drill I saw in front of my house today. They're putting a new air conditioner on a medium-sized high-rise building, which later I'm going to go out and look at. I want to see. I want to project that if it's going to fall on my house or not, and if so, I need to make plans. I use the Alexas and the Series and all those. Hello. Hello. There we go. Okay. Very odd. Sorry, I said a lot of good things. Just believe that. I was talking shit about Melly. Um, Bye, Melly. See you later. Have a good day. I was talking about her eyebrow looking at me like she doubts what I say. I don't see any pics yet, Melly. Where they at? I'm such a troll. Okay, you guys can hear me now, though, right? I see my avatar is throbbing on National Grab Some Nuts Day. Very, very appropriate. Good, good. All right. I don't know what happened. Artificial intelligence, maybe. I know. I am very fortunate. I know, Cass. I know. Lost forever. I'm not going to repeat them either because I can't remember them, I think. I know. I said very nice things about all of you and then some shit about Matt. Talked to her for a bit. And you guys didn't hear any of that. Also, I gave out my phone number, but again, lost. Yes, the best things I've ever said are now in the ether of nothingness. Oh well. Maybe I have a local recording going. If Phil was up here, he'd tell me all about it. I like to troll him. I especially like it when people think we're actually fighting. And I'm like, no, no, we actually fight like off the record, like off the tubes. We never fight on the tubes. That's ridiculous. An eyebrow stamp. Excuse me. That threw me off. I wasn't ready to respond to eyebrow stamp. It just scared the trap. We'll have her do it first. I gotta look at now. I gotta look this up. Oh, the fuck? Oh, I want to look up Sephora's. Sephora eyebrow stamp. Sephora. That's what I just said. Oh my god, that looks just like. Are you modeling for? No, that's not you. Man. Well, have your sister try it out first. Take some photos. If it looks good, then you can do it. If it looks bad, then you can have, you know, ammo against her. Cass, you're doing good there at the first try. Now I gotta go back up and read. Yes, great words that aren't spoken are just trash. Look at her. See? Oh, I just realized. Now I know what you meant. Well, I haven't laughed at her yet. I haven't seen the results of brow stamping, but when we do, we may all laugh together. Do you have to shave all of your existing eyebrow off? Like, is this like a total removal and replacement? Because I know someone that got tattooed eyebrows. Ladies, I'm damn. I don't know what's up with the throat today. Probably AI. Um, I'm going to be honest. Some of the stuff that you do for us and for yourselves, we appreciate and understand. Most of it we don't. And I think the things that men don't understand are done for yourselves. I still don't understand how women put all that moisturizing body lotion on at night and don't fall out of bed. It's a skill. You smell good. Your skin looks great. Um, your nails look good. Your feet hurt because you wear heels, but we appreciate the things that you do for us. We just don't understand some of them. So when I say what eyebrow stamp, I've never seen or had anyone do an eyebrow stamp. Your sister did? Okay. Well, if she did it, great. Um, can you do it yourself? She regrets it? Oh. I mean, we do know eyebrows are meant to protect the eyes from dust, right? They're supposed to collect dust, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I'll look that up too. I hate to misspeak on here. Physical protection, social communication, specifically blocking sweat and rain. Well, it doesn't do a good job of either one of those. Conveying emotions and aiding in facial recognition. Ha. um, yes, those are funny. I've seen those yesterday. Get out of my news feed, Melly. Quit putting stuff in there. So conveying. Okay, so here's the thing, and I thought this was just a TV ploy until I had someone had Botox. My wife got Botox for migraines. It's a very good sub treatment for in stages for migraines, especially chronic migraines since 13. And I thought I was reading. What was I doing? Oh, there was a episode of Lie to Me. Basically, a guy reads facial cues and body language, and he was thrown off because the eyebrows and forehead didn't crinkle and wrinkle and move and everything. So he asked her, "Did you have Botox done?" She goes, "Yes, I have it done every other month." And then I looked at my wife and I said, "Scorn, do like a scorned look, like you're pissed off or something." And none of it moved because what it does to the muscles and stuff. And I was like, man, maybe that's why I'm misreading some people. She shaved her eyebrows and then just sweat and rain just poured on in. Now there's some. Now see, I don't know about the. Yeah, I don't want to study this too much. So there's actually people that go to tribes and the rainforest and study eyebrow movement for years and try to figure out why people react the way they do. Um, if you're all getting Botox in your forehead and fake eyelashes, you're trying to deceive us. Dang it! I don't know. I don't know what. Melly, can you tell me why? Yes, Cass. Yes. Yep. I think it would work. Go get Botox done day before your poker game. You can still play shitty, but you won't give it away. So I'll ask women in here, what's the eyebrow thing? Like what is it's hard to maintain regular eyebrows, correct? They're a pain in the ass. What the hell? I just I'm asking. I want to be informed. I want to have knowledge. I saw it, yeah. It worked. I got it. I saw it. Yeah, this is the ones I saw the other day. Cute. I like the dad's reactions too. Now I know men usually don't worry about it until they get older, and then they're like, "I can't see. There's this line in my eye," and it's like, "That's your eyebrow hair, Grandpa." And then you may, need to trim it, wax it down, put a little Burl cream on that, and just keep rubbing it until it stays down. I don't know what they need to do. Not a fan of the Botox. Have you had it? I mean, you don't have to tell us. It worked for the medical reason that my wife got it, and her forehead looks really smooth. But for medical reasons, it did cut down the number of migraines. When you're having migraines 21 out of 30 days in a month, that's you need to do something. Can I wrench you real quick? I don't know. Hang on. We usually have a very long process for this to happen. Usually takes weeks to get approved. Hang on. Hang on. Let me bypass the security locks that my moderator team has put on here. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, look at that. Oh man. I gotta go through here. What the hell? That's weird. Is that correct? That's you. No porn bombing. Okay, Melly, you're wrenched. What pornography are you putting on here now? Don't you be putting a link to where I think you're putting a link to. I see you. I'm watching. Cass says, for me, I'm a redhead. My eyebrows and lashes don't have any color. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. For symmetry. I get it. I mean, look, I get there are certain things that women do for themselves, for their own, self beauty and self justification. And, you know, short of Frankensteining your body, they're appreciated and they're probably helpful. Don't do it, Cass. No, you should be able to send it now. You should be able to post it. You're a Madeira raider. Sounds very Spanish. How dare you? You duped me. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and post it. You've only been up for like an hour. Go ahead and post it. Now, some of the things women do, the extremes that they go to for looks or for power position or to get a man, uh, yeah, full frontal linkage. We won't put red tape or a band-aid over it. Well, maybe we will. I don't know. Me eating through my feeding tube wearing lingerie on OnlyFans. And somewhere out in the world, someone is looking for exactly that. I may even play it if it's a decent link, not your OnlyFans. Because the last OnlyFans you had was just like you cutting your nails, which is not attractive to most men at all. I don't know where you were getting your thousands of dollars at, but that's uh, she's she's hosting. She's a paho. Ah, it's a porn site. Ah, oh wait, it's not. What the hell? How much shit do I need to have in front of my screen? Also, why is this muted? Hang on. Let me cue it up. Let me cue it up. Make it. I'll make it. I'll make it bigger. That's what she said. Okay, let's go back to. No, that's not obviously bigger. Okay, there we go. You might have to squint. There's baby.
Aw. Baby's just eating a snack. Baby's minding its own business.
The baby's like, what's so funny?
Baby's like, what, Daddy? It's me. I'm just having a snack.
The baby's like, I don't get it.
The dad can't even look again. He's like, do I look again? I'm going to scare the baby.
The baby's like, who does this guy think he is?
Oh. Oh, the baby's so...
That's probably the best thing to come home to. I think is most of us parents out there, we've come home to not so funny thing. That would be hilarious. I would laugh my ass off. I'm trying to imagine my kid with big old thick eyebrows. No, Melly, I'm not going to play this on.ly file. No, I know what that's from. No, you go on with yourself. Don't be sending me on.ly files. They try so hard. Thanks, Molly, for sharing that. That was cool. Yeah, there's a few of them where they're thick. I mean, they're like caterpillars on kids' eyebrows, and it's like, damn. Did I get yeeted off the internet for playing that? Good Day Australia getting me? No, I don't know where that was from. Yeah, and I think most parents have come home to something just wholesome or funny as hell. I used to come home to a cat that would jump on my back and follow me upstairs. And then once I got like, come home from work, change, take a shower, change clothes, hang out the rest of the day. Cat wouldn't have anything to do with me. I was just a free ride up the steps. Sad. But I used to come home and be as quiet as possible. And my son was still small, and he'd hear me and run downstairs, Dad, jump on me. And that's like, that erases all the bad shit that can happen at work. Those parts are cool. Um, yeah, I mean, as much as that cat loved anyone, my son, I knew he was very happy to see me home at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, you gotta get up in 2 hours. You gotta go to school. You gotta go here. You gotta get ready. He was always up and stayed up. Did they like you? That's right, Cass. That's gonna be fun. Now, who's going to go shopping exact? Are you taking him shopping for him? Is he gonna go look around? Are you looking for another motorcycle engine to balance out the weight on the kitchen table? I have questions. Oh, here we go. I knew it. I knew it as soon as she woke up enough. Self promotion of Melly's. Who doesn't love Melly? I don't know. I don't know of anyone that doesn't love you, Melly. Of course they like it. Well, there was a 50-50 chance, Cass. I had to ask. Do you have specific things that you're looking for, or you just go in whatever catches your eyes? Do a poll. I don't know what your physical therapy is weird to me, Melly. You're gonna do a poll. I mean, whatever. I'm glad you're recuperating and all, but Jesus, no one needs to know about it. God, it's not even your shift, Melly. You're the Tuesday morning first shift. Of course it does. Melly with her feeding tube, working a pole at the gentleman's club. Don't forget chicken and waffles in the morning, and then a lunch buffet starting at noon. But Melly only works 8 to 12, so she doesn't really get the lunch crowd per se. We're helping Melly create an alternative lifestyle. Straight out of OnlyFans. Bendable sheet of metal for the bottom of fire pit. Team Melly. Yeah, I mean, Dolly, if you want to be, I mean, she charges outrageous membership fees, though. Oh, Melly, 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 Melly. Don't encourage her. But you are doing a little better, Melly. Everything's good. Your little impromptu interview with you and your sister was very enlightening. I got more answers out of her than I have you for years. So I know more about you through her. She told the truth. I mean, obviously you bullshit me at times, but um yeah, she's very truthful about how you are. I took good notes. Probably gonna write a book later. It'll be like 3 pages. It's gonna be a quick read. The Melly we knew and know. Give you a few to okay. Yeah, you want to make sure you take that properly. I don't need you coming up here and taking the wrong medicine and banging your head against a wall or a desk while you're trying to talk. I don't think I've had. Oh no, there was that one. Kind of sound like he was banging his. Never mind. Doesn't matter. The past is in the past. Unless I choose to bring it up again. I gotta get a chair for you and a spotlight and a microphone. Hang on. Okay. You're gonna get one of those webbed lawn chairs from 1980. You have a picnic pattern basket on your legs if you're wearing shorts. Sorry, I can't help it. It's the only one I got. Now watch. I'm going to walk away from the computer for a moment because I need to go see if they put the big crane up. Also, I have to check my chicken. I said check, not choke my chicken. Check my chicken. No, they must all be in there then. Okay, good news. Crane's in position somewhere. That smells wonderful. Somebody put some spices in that. Kosher, a little bit more kosher salt. There. Okay, I'm going to beat Melly to the computer. Don't choke on your medicine either. I think Pebbles had that problem once. I had to call 811. Melly's bringing in the views. Even the mere mention of her coming on panel has increased our viewership by 2. Oh, that's not the hell. Sorry, internal discussions in the house. I was poured milk into an iced tea container. Yeah. Welcome to Monday. Link is pinned. Guys, check something real quick. I just saw somebody posted something. I may want to play it. Oh, this is okay. So I'm going to just put a link to it. Mm-hmm. So Evelyn put up a throwback Tiny Z video. I was going to play it if it was short, but it's like 26 minutes. So I'm just going to paste it here for future watching. And I will share it out on my page. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Ah, fantastic.
I'm good. Good to hear. Let me tell you about my I'm gonna fix my audio real quick.
Yeah, you are a little low, but
Yeah. Let's see.
there we go.
All right. All right. Can you hear me okay?
I could, and then you went back to low a little bit. So
Let me see.
there we go. That was good.
Is one better?
Now you're back to low.
I'm back to what?
Right there, right there. Wherever you're at, right there, stay right there.
Say, but okay. All right, good. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for having me on panel. I feel honored.
No, it's the honor's all ours, Melly.
No, no, no. I mean, you have put up with me all morning already about all my complaints. I didn't even tell you what happened in the bathroom yet. And yet
Uh
you
oh.
still just invite me up and, you're so kind.
Well, I try. That's my default.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're the best chef I know out there on YouTube. And I just want you to remember that and keep being the best chef out there on YouTube.
I, I'm the best chef that I know.
Yeah, that's all you can
I
be.
I used to know 10 of them.
Yeah, well, all you can do is be the best one. And it sounds like
Well,
you're feeling it.
a little bit. It's okay.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to be friends with someone that's feeling it, that's big and real, and, you know, you would
Sometimes,
teach me so much.
sometimes you feel really good about yourself. You just want to share it with the world.
Yeah, it's like almonds weighing nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yes, that fits into National Grab Your Nuts Day. I mean, grab some nuts day.
See, I'm going to be talking about nuts all morning. I hope you guys
Are
are
you?
excited about that.
Well, it was the topic of conversation. It was the title. So
Yeah, but let me tell you, my favorite nut is probably going to be cashews. I like them a lot. I like honey roasted peanuts. I like, um, well, if we're going to get down dirty, I like these nuts on my chin with a little bit of whipped cream or something. And what else? What else do I like? I know I've given you my nut catalog. Do you remember what was on it?
no,
Oh, damn it.
I'm getting old, Melly. I don't remember things like I used to.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's my
So,
excuse. To make
my,
people give it to me again.
I know. I know. When Shayna starts in like that, or my sister Shay, when she starts in like that, I have to put you know, the hand down. If you're getting that hand, let's not do this. You're gonna ruin our sisterhood, our sistership.
Hmm.
Put it down. Sounds like she might be waking up, which was the whole goal in this. I figured if I talk long enough, loud enough with my retarded voice, that she might come out of her room and hang out.
That's cool. We know we can understand you.
Yeah. I just had a sleepover over here. Yesterday was so cool. I love the Blue Angels. I love watching planes do tricks in the sky. And it was just so awesome. And I just wish we had had a better view. I went to the wrong park and stuff, I gotta get more waterfront. I mean, I had lots of water in front of me and boats going by, but, you know, I just need to go where the grandstand is. And they do some really cool stuff like Navy Coastal Guard rescues from helicopters, stuff like that. Those are those are things that bring me like a cup of joy. But
Yeah, there's no fun to watch.
Shayna's like, I hate this usually. She's a real stickler. She just likes to watch TV. But I gotta go with me. I don't know what guilt trip I planned on her or said to her, but I let her go and she enjoyed it.
She just goes with the flow, right?
Yeah, that's all she can do.
You know, my
Otherwise,
brother,
I'm just a real asshole.
can't we all be though? I mean, really? I mean, I was one once for like 13
Yeah,
seconds. But my brother got to go on a Blue Angels jet
yeah.
when he was in the Navy. They actually landed on the carrier, and yeah, he got to go up, and he said, "What a adrenaline rush!" They did
Yeah,
all the tricks.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, I'm watching them do this flip straight up in the air, just switching and doing all the stuff, and I'm like, geez, are they gonna puke? Are they gonna survive this? How dizzy are they? I'm thinking all this stuff in my head, and you know, and 'cause it looks like it would be really hard on your brain and some of that.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Like, how long does they eat lunch? Is it just that sense of vomiting?
Evelyn says that she lived in Navy family housing on Pearl Harbor, and they could hear fighter jets flying over several times a week.
Oh, I love them so much. Yeah, there's somebody, it's just about once in a while, I hear the military. That's, I never know what branch those are, but yeah, the Navy is pretty cool. This is the first place I've ever lived where they have the Navy. Um, that's probably because I live on the water now, so. But, but yeah, and, they're all branches are the branches in my eyes. Military is military. The things that they sacrifice for us, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, we get a lot
And
of
then,
flyovers for like Ohio State games. We get
yeah,
flyovers because we have like two military bases, Air Force bases nearby, and
that's
then they do
nice.
the big helicopters. They do a lot
Yeah,
of transporting to Rickenbacker, so you get to see a lot of that stuff fly over just randomly every day.
I know that is so cool. So cool to watch. That's what I had in Colorado was Air Force and Army. So we just watched some of that there too. But yeah, just cool. So that made my day to be able to go through that and see that. And I haven't been out in so long. Like, I finally put makeup. I was looking hot with my fishing tube hanging out. Like, what's up?
I can see this. I, I can imagine this. This is yeah. Hmm.
Sorry.
I can see. Yeah,
Yeah. With the white beater on. I mean, since you just picture the whole thing.
yeah. I'm getting a picture. I mean, yeah.
Yep. Boxer shorts. I was feeling it. I was feeling it. I was like, where's Kim Kardashian right now? Little bear. I got you.
Did you have Crocs on, or what were you wearing on your feet?
Flip flop. Flippity floppies.
Okay, okay. The picture's complete now.
Mm-hmm. Flippity floppy boxer shorts, a white beater, and a feeding tube hanging out. And I, I have my hair up in the braid.
Most
So,
men don't know what a wife beater is actually called. It's called an A shirt. And I've actually heard men go in and ask, like, clothing stores, yeah, where's your wife beaters at?
yeah, I do it all the time. I'm so old school that that's all I've ever known them by. They're really hard to search for on Amazon.
Yeah,
If you type in wife beaters, not a lot pops up.
but a lot of men you may know could pop up.
It
Evelyn says the feeding tube is the perfect accessory.
really is. It goes back and forth. I put bells on it.
Does
Um,
it light up at night? Is it glow in the dark?
I'm gonna do that today. I'm going to. I'll send you a picture. I'm gonna put some lights on it and
Yep.
celebrate August 3rd.
Grab your nuts day.
Uh huh.
I mean, grab some nuts day. Obviously, grab some nuts day is yeah, that's the actual, yeah, don't grab your nuts because one, you don't have any. Two, if you do,
Right.
um, we learned something, um, which trumps
Yeah.
the feeding tube. So yeah, but don't do it randomly because that's assault. Do it consensually.
Yeah. Well, Evelyn's right. I'll definitely share my upgrades when it comes to my feeding tube. You know, tell your friends. Have them reach out. I'll hook it up.
Spread the word.
Spread the word.
Share and share alike. Yeah. Now,
That's how that's me.
now you've got a new album coming out called "I Love My Feeding Tube." You love my feeding tube. I think it's called.
Yeah.
I heard the single on SoundCloud last night, and I was like, she is jamming it.
I know. Well, it's really hard to find some rhymers to go with it. You know, like I love my feeding tube, but my sister loves her steak tube. You know, stuff like that. There's still a lot of work that needs to be put into that. So
Yeah. Well, all the good things take time.
yeah, as soon as I drop it though and it's ready, you'll be getting the first copy.
Cool. Can I get some exclusive? I want to use it for my intro music. I want to switch up my intro music. I'm going to use it for like 3 months.
I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely promote.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll do what I
Thank
can.
you. Nobody
It's
ever
going to
offers
reach.
to help me out like that. You're the best.
That's what you keep saying, and I'm going to go with it because, well, it
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
of course, my sincere. You should wake up every day saying, I'm the best. You know, I I deserve everything that I get that's good. And, you know, read some affirmations. And, you know, if you need a friend to send you affirmations, I got some of those. I can start passing out your number. And put you on the affirmation chain list. I'm willing to do whatever I can to help you.
Well, just want to share something with you. Not a lot of people know this because this is like breaking news. When I'm
Okay.
home alone, I'm the best person here.
You're the best person there, whether you're not. And you know who else is the best person there? When he comes
Karma.
to visit. And the one that comes to visit, and Karma, and, you know, your beautiful wife. Everybody is the best that walks in that house.
Well,
Except for
let's
maybe
go
your
back.
sisters.
Well, they don't come visit. So let's go back to that part where I'm home alone and I'm the best person. Let's focus on that, okay? Let's not share the
Okay.
glory and the spotlight with anyone else. Hey, Darty. When
Okay.
I'm home by myself and it's real
Yeah.
quiet and chilled, I'm just hanging out, just like taking it all in. I'm the best person here.
Yeah. And you say that
For,
because you're the only person there.
we didn't need to go further with that, Melly. We just need to say, yes, I agree.
Okay, yes, I agree.
Obviously, this
You're
wasn't
so
scripted
funny.
beforehand.
Sorry.
And then
Hold
Cass is
on.
like, oh my God, who leaves you home alone? A lot of people for
That's
reasons.
so
Cass,
funny.
okay.
Hold on, I gotta mute for a second.
Okay. For reasons, Cass, they leave me home alone.
Okay. That's so funny. Oh, that cracks me up. I love your
Here goes.
sense of humor.
I try.
You don't even have to. You're so good at it naturally.
I have graded my sense of humor last week, and I'm still working out the bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just keep remembering how great you are. It'll help.
No,
It'll
I never
help keep
think
you
about.
motivated.
Look. I only have one goal now.
What's
I
that?
must.
To make me happy?
Okay, fine. 2 goals now. Let me write them down.
Oh, okay. All right.
God, more work for everybody. I'm almost out of paper in this notebook, so I'm starting to write on the back. So if I miss this goal,
I'll send you a new journal.
I have one ready for next year. I bought it already, but
Did
Make
you?
Melly,
That's good.
Make Melly Great Again. Okay. Was that what
Yeah,
that
there you
was?
go.
Mga. Okay.
There's list of things to do. I'll just start telling you.
Well, you
All
can
right.
have I can write them down. Doesn't mean I'm going to do them, but we can go ahead. Go ahead. You got any
All
more?
right. Well, yeah. So the next one would be I'd like you to straighten up your yard. It needs a little bit of neat sweep. It's time to do a little bit of mild landscaping. How do you feel about that?
Mm, I'll
Do you
work
have
on it.
a do you have a lawnmower?
I do,
That's awesome. That you can start right there.
but it's already been cut.
Okay. Then you know what also sounds like it should be done? Try. Have you tried baseboarding lately?
Have I ever tried what?
Baseboarding. Cleaning your baseboards?
Yeah, it happens once every 3 months.
How do you like it?
I do it with a steam mop.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
And if I get a phone call from someone, they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's really hot and steamy here,"
I'm in my sauna.
and they usually just hang up. I'm like, "Okay, I don't want to be involved in that. Whatever you're doing there, sure."
I know. It's like my other sister, you know, the bossy one. She she's got a sauna now in her house and sits in there. This is a one person sauna that she's out at Costco. Not fair.
Hmm.
Because, you know, I don't want to go in there by myself.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too fun. I mean, it would be okay, I guess, if you're like really, used to
Yeah.
being like. But yeah, that doesn't sound.
She's
Better with
terrified
people.
of getting really close. And she doesn't even have any kids. She's just terrified of anything. She's very, very into how she looks.
Hmm.
I
They are
think
very
you've seen
relaxed.
her before. She's absolutely gorgeous, my sister. She could be model. She's very gorgeous.
Well, you're still like young. All of you are like young, right?
Mm. Well,
Like pre
that
50.
picture. Mm. Why did you do that when I had something in my mouth? You did that on purpose.
Like pre
I know.
50.
Yeah, no. She's the one that's just more work or oriented. She's has a nice big house, Mercedes, all that stuff. Um, she's 40, so I am 12 years older than her,
Wow.
and she's the boss of me. She's my
Well,
power of attorney. She's the one that sets me up with all my um cancer treatment and got me the best doctor. You know, because I'd only lived in the state for like 2 years. I didn't know where to go or what to do.
that's a good sister.
Yeah, yeah, she's just so amazing. I don't know how she does what she does, but really grateful to have her in my life. And
Bet
I
she
remind
loves
her of
you.
that. Yeah, she
Oh,
does.
you're one of those sisters that reminds you. Yeah.
I always do. I'm constantly telling her how much I appreciate her. I think it's annoying for some of them to hear it so much, but I'm just that way.
Some people don't take, some people just don't take credit or compliments very well, especially when they're
I've
just doing
noticed
what they
that.
do.
I've noticed that, especially in nurses. Like nurses, I mean, I can't tell you how many compliments I've given all my nurses. The way that those people work, to me, they just do so much more than doctors. And especially when you're working in the oncology field, you know, you get close to some of these patients that don't make it, and
Yep.
just, you take such care of them. And just, in day one, when I had to go in for surgery, and I literally could not even wipe my own ass. I had the best team of people helping me, not judging me, not, you know, and that's hard to do if you're kind of, I mean, I'm not really modest myself. Uh, Even for me, it was a lot to, be vulnerable in that situation, having
I
to be
think
taken care of.
I tell you the most grateful nurses for feedback like that I found are hospice nurses.
Yeah.
When I was
Can
dealing with my
you
dad,
imagine?
it was like they know the outcome. They know that it's never going to be wonderful news. Like they don't get to deliver babies, right?
Right.
But they prepare not only your loved one but also the family for what's going to happen. It's kind of like
Yeah.
knowing like all the things that happen in between, and they're like explaining it to you, and then you go and thank them, and I don't think they hear that often.
No, and they should, and I don't understand why they're not. Like, people in military constantly are thanked for their service, but I don't see that happening a whole lot with first responders, and that's sad.
No, I mean during COVID, we had National Hospital and doctors and basically medical staff appreciation day. But now
Hmm.
we don't really have things like that. It's just expected. Like
Yeah,
none of these people need to come to work. If they wanted to not come to work, they would just not come to work, and you wouldn't get the care you needed, and your loved ones wouldn't get the care they needed.
yeah,
They do it because they don't do it for the money.
yeah. No kidding.
Let's be
I
real
haven't.
honest with that. They're not doing it for
Yeah,
cash.
I have a really cool nurse practitioner that I really like. His name is Cipriano, and I go and I buy him pastries all the time from Costco to pass out to all his friends and stuff. The first time I ever did it though, he like cried. He's like,
Oh,
I love it. I
do
love
they?
it when we have patients that come in and appreciate us and our work. And I was like, I love that you take such good care of me. I wouldn't, be alive if it wasn't for you guys. And you know, so giving them sugar makes me happy. So I bring my chocolate croissants and stuff. The stuff that Costco has, just the good goodies, pastries, whatever.
Yeah,
And they love it. And Sip is
I
just amazing.
I know someone named Cipriano.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He used to
Yeah,
date my niece.
oh,
Never heard that name before, and his nickname is Sip because she was like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to meet Sip." I'm like, "Excuse me, who?" And I'm
mhm.
spelling it like SIP, and she goes, "No,
I
it's
know.
It's
I started that
Cipriano."
at first too.
And I'm like, "Okay, this will be great. This will be fun. I'd love to know what's behind that name." Kind of cool
Right?
guy, and it was kind of cool. So yeah,
And this is the niche you were always close with, right?
I'm sorry. What? It was my niece who did what?
This was your niche that you've always been very close to, right?
Um, no, this is my oldest niece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used
I
to be close
see.
to, and now I have a niece that I'm close to because we're like talking to each other. Yeah, I have a divided family, Melly. In the Great War of 2016,
Yeah.
many casualties were lost in the bullfuckery. So yeah, no, no, yeah. Now I have a niece that's engaged, and I have a soon-to-be nephew-in-law or whatever who will
Oh,
end up being teased until the day he, marries her or
yeah.
beyond. We tease him a lot. It's fun.
Well, I think that's wonderful. How's your son doing? Does he have any love interests going his way?
Um, I think there's a couple on the radar, but it's very hush hush. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he works for the CIA now. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't get access to the life that he used to lead.
I
Um,
see. That makes
which is
sense.
which is fine, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's at least one, maybe two.
Wow. Well, that's good. It's never a bad thing to meet friends.
No, and
And then
background
you can,
checks are cheap, so it's fine. No,
yeah. Really, I'm saying, he's young. It's a good idea. Meet friends, have fun, see what it is that you like out there, and maybe in your later 20s, you'll know what it is exactly you want and need in your life, and go from there.
the only thing I told him is, look, if we get a wedding invite before we get to meet someone, I'm going to have multiple questions.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want them to elope and be like, that Elvis shit was weird. Even though I think they ended that, didn't they?
I hope so.
Yeah, I think they did. Sorry, I'm cutting up dog streets. I
You're
know
cutting up
Zizi's
dog
from,
treats.
yeah, my sister's dog. She wants this whole bucket full of chicken jersey. Oh, I hear the dog. Zizi can hear me cutting it. He's like,
Dogs are
let me
wonderful about
out.
hearing stuff. They hear food related sounds much quicker than they
Mhm.
hear like
Oh,
sit
I
down,
know.
lay down, or shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's already batted at me at the door. Like, let me out. He's a Labradoodle. So,
We finally, I
and,
don't know if I told you, but we found out what Karma is.
oh, yeah, what is that?
She's a Borador.
Really? I've never heard of that breed.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What is that breed?
I gotta look it up now again. Oh my God, I spelled it wrong. I spelled things
And
wrong.
where does, makes you
Border
wonder where they come
Collie,
from.
Border Collie and Labrador.
Yeah, Border Collie is, I love, love, love Border Collies. I think they're the sweetest dogs on the planet. So would you say Farmer's more Border Collie or more the other?
Actually, I think it's pretty close to 50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
I can
It's
see
just,
that.
it's just, her ears are more, collie.
Yeah.
She got the big old Dumbo ears, I call them. But yeah, I mean, her body is definitely Labrador, but her face and everything kind of Border Collie-ish.
Yeah, well, she has the best of both worlds from having those two breeds in her because, they're both sweet.
Yeah. She sleeps like a old dog, so she's an older Borador, but
Yeah. How old would you say?
she's 11 and a half.
Really? Did you know that for a fact? Like, did you get her when she was born?
No, we got her 18 months old.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shayna's dog, Ziggy, is a Labradoodle. Um, he is also, he has a sister named Penny, and my other sister took that dog. So they have like birthday parties together.
Well, Carmen and I share a birthday just because it's so close. It's like we went back like a year and a half, would have been March-ish. So like we just celebrate the same day.
Yeah.
I get dog treats and she gets a steak. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's fine. Um,
It's meant that the other way around, but
oh, maybe so, but that's what's put on my plate. So whatever. Um,
um,
Twisted Art Lady has a blonde lab golden mix. I like those. Those are good mixes, dog too. Most dogs are sweet.
yeah, I'm a big fan. I love dogs. I miss my brother's cats. I have no animals now. It's so weird. I told my sister I'm getting a little lonely at my house because my brother moved out. I moved in with his girlfriend, and I had to take everything out of the house. Just keep everything. He's young. He hasn't had his own place in a very long time. So I wanted him to be happy and be able to set up his place the way he wants. So So yeah, so I don't have like anything anywhere to sit on in the living room. So I just told Shayna I'm starting to get depressed. I'm coming over every night just to sleep. I'll go to the house during the day, pack something, and clean up something, and then head back over here.
Twisted
Yeah.
says she has a son named Seth. He's about to move out. How
Oh
rude.
really? Yeah, I hated being an empty nester. I just prefer to live with people. I don't know why. It just feels nicer. That's all. But I don't want like a man with a penis that wants me to play with it. I don't want one of those to live with me. I just, this was like companionship with, let's say, my sister.
That was very specific. Like, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, does not want a man with a penis, first of all.
right.
A man without a penis, is that optional?
Well, you know, no,
Okay.
no, it's not all about the penis. But having a penis just really just puts a threat in there, that I can't handle.
Yeah, it
I
could lead
got,
to things. It
yeah, I
potentially
got, I
can.
got, I got cancer. I ain't got time for that shit.
Even if it is grab your nuts day, or grab some nuts. I
Yeah,
keep on saying grab. Yeah, ladies, don't try if they're not there.
can- cancer patients do not like having jizz all over their face when they're trying to get treatment.
This is probably true. I mean, I've never heard that before, but I'm going to go with
Yeah,
it. I think it's possible. I think it's probable, not even
yeah.
possible.
Everybody I've asked so far has told me, they don't like it.
Yeah, well, people have preferences, and we should respect them.
I know, and I am. I'm a huge little girl. So, I'm all about respecting their decisions and helping them along the way with their journeys too.
So you're like a life coach.
Yeah. It makes Molly go lightly, but I'm not.
Melly go lightly.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Melly go light. Not to be confused with anyone. It would never lead anyone to go the wrong place.
No.
Nah, totally two separate things.
No, it's just no. And Molly go lightly is probably still standing outside of Nancy Ruthie's house waiting for her to come out. Who knows?
She did have a channel. She did change her channel name at one point. It was Molly Go Harder.
Yeah, she's on a whole new platform now. I
And we're
forget what
okay
it's
with that.
called.
She went to the defunct D Live for a while, and then she's been moving on wherever she's accepted.
Yeah, maybe it's Twitch, I want to say, or Chick. I can't remember.
She's somewhere. She'll always be somewhere. She can't be. She can't be not somewhere.
She can't stay away from me for that long. She's got to stay in the loop. Yeah, what's going on with Melly? Oh, I think.
Well, you two
You
can
know?
compete. You two can compete. Can be Melly Go Lightly and Molly Go Lightly.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. So, what are you going to do today?
I am going to. I'm actually going to have to fill out forms.
Fill out forms for what? I
I
did
don't know
that
yet.
yesterday. Oh.
No, it's insurance forms. I got to wait for my wife to bring them home. There's some insurance.
Oh.
Forms. I'm looking for a specialist.
Yeah, I need to speak with someone in HR because I'm really confused about my job and my leaves and how all this works. And it seems like my benefits are temporarily going away as they want me to pay for Cobra now. And I don't know. I'm really confused by all that.
Yeah, make sure they explain it to you where you understand it, because sometimes that HRE's language they use is bullshit, not understandable.
Right. And I want to make sure I stay on top of it because, I don't want any problems with going back to work.
Right.
And I don't want to lose my job. And love my job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my
Make sure
job
they
makes me happy.
spell out specifically, what you have to do and what's going on, where you're at. Ask them what your status is, because all that is important because they're not there to save your job.
I know.
They're there to follow the law. And so sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean that you keep employment. It's just that they're trying to cover their ass. So asking questions is really good.
Yeah. I know. I tried to ask my sister-in-law, but I'll stop it there. I don't want to say anything negative.
Yeah,
But
it's hard,
yeah,
it's hard to
so
navigate that,
mm-hmm. Yeah, it really
especially when
is.
you're trying to recover and they call you at the weirdest times.
I know. And then
Yes,
they can't understand me anyway. I'm like, why are you even calling me if you can't understand me?
well, they kept asking me for like when I was on short term, they were like, "Well, when's your next appointment? How about if I just send you a schedule? Would that make it all
I
easier
know.
for everyone?" I had
I
to go
know.
and get
I
my own
asked him.
paperwork. I'm like, "Wow, I have to do all this legwork for you, yet I'm the one
Yeah.
recovering." Damn.
I'll send you a link to my chart.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm
They
so
were.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it's very hard for a normal person to keep up with everything that you need to do to one recover, two take care of things in between work and all that connected. Yeah, it's not meant for one
Yeah.
person to do.
No, it's not.
So you need a good advocate.
Yeah. You're right. I do. You are right. So, Jeff, I think I'm going to let you go because I am going to drink the rest of my Rainberry Gatorade, finish my coffee and my protein shakes all at once, and then I'm going to take some meds. And
Well, you have fun
then,
with that.
and then I might do a crossword puzzle.
There you go. You are living large. Look at you in the lap of luxury, living large. I like it.
You know what? It's the only way to live, my brother.
That's right. Got to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Melly Go Lightly.
Well, thank you for having me up. It's nice to get my voice practicing anyway.
That's right.
So,
We're always here for the voice.
yep.
All
All
right.
right, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody in chat. Love you guys. And don't forget to answer. Love you guys. Bye.
Later. See ya.
See ya.
That was a nice surprise treat for us to have Melly up here. She's trying to figure out how to disconnect. In fact, I think it's good we celebrate that with this sound effect. That's a lot of woos. I think I'm gonna give Melly a hand here. We're just gonna gently kick her right butt cheek, right there. Okay, I helped. Twisted Art Lady hates emptying nest. She has one left. Yeah, it's weird to have that feeling like, well, I've raised you for so many years, and now all of a sudden, now you want to leave. You're supposed to, but now you want to leave. Like, okay, what else? Just go. Just be that way, though. Some people are like making plans for their kids' room before they're even moved out. I had a friend that we went over to his house to help him move out to an apartment, and hey, no problem, Ellie. I'm here to help. Um, and his mom had actually put post-it notes: sewing table, sewing supplies, piano, He had a good sized room. I mean, he could fit some couch. Like she was ready. She was ordering shit like to be delivered that weekend after he moved out. Damn. I know. See, Twisted? See? Exactly. How dare he? You basically feed him and finance him and, basically wait on them hand and foot. And then he just wants to go and do his own thing. It's ridiculous. Children. Have more respect for your parents. Cass. Shh. We tell no secrets here. Oh, yeah, you should just confirm like, oh, so now you're gonna go live your own life. What about me? What about the life that we led together? Basically I provide, you take. Where's that going? Yeah, exactly. I always heard something really cool. And I've heard this from a lot of people in my family. No matter how old you are, if you need to come home, there's always a home to come home to. And I feel with some families that probably needs to be a lot more words after that. But the thought's nice. Like you can come home, things get bad, relationships don't work out, if money gets weird, if you lose a job, it's just not a good fit for you. You can always come home. And then conversations about expectations should probably be had. It shouldn't just be a standalone. Like eventually you will have to work and eventually you will have to help pay bills and provide, services while you're living, just like you would at your own home. We're just keeping you in practice. It's just you're changing addresses, but the responsibilities probably shouldn't waver that much. I told my son you come home all the time. Just make sure you have a job and you know you could contribute. Oh, cool. Well, at least visiting will be fun. You can just do one shot visit. You don't have to go to two places. What will you do with all that free time after the last one goes twisted? Yes, Cass, that's a good way to put it. Yes, the net is fleeting, it's temporary, but it's not a hammock for you to lay in all day and sleep. Exact, good point. Yeah, that would be a good visual. Yeah, I mean that's what it should be for. The temporary reprieve, a reset, time to recover. I've known too many that have returned and then they just stay. Yeah, but Melly, he didn't mean for you to install that spinning dance floor in the pole. I don't know if he meant that far of a home. Also, doing the nude art classes right in the foyer was probably not in the plans, but there you go anyway. Doing what you're going to do. It's fine. Yeah, I would say if my son ever needed to come home semi, I want to say, I don't want to say semi permanent because kids always hear permanent and not temporary. I use the word temporary. Oh, that's cool, Millie. Yeah, spinning dance floor could be useful, especially during Christmas. Melly, when you get a chance today, go look at my community post. I think it was no, it was let me look. I don't want to lead you astray. Um, but I want to get it right, guys. Come on. National Grab Some Nuts Day. Nope, nope, nope. It must have been was it a post? Ah, yes. 2 days ago, I put in my post, community post, a place called Sun Bubble. Imagine having one of those in your neighborhood. I did. I never went in, thank God. I heard horror stories. Um, I'm pretty sure this is where most STIs originated from. But yeah, um, a public hot tub and sauna, or a public hot tub area. Was it open 4 to midnight or something? Anyway, kind of creepy. The commercial is great. The commercial is, I mean, the AM FM cassette that really sold me. Except I never went. I did know someone that worked there. She wouldn't talk much about it. Kind of creepy, gross, nasty. But Columbus 1980s, fine. All right, I'm gonna go. I got a movie to watch, forms to fill out, and watch whatever the hell just popped up on my YouTube. What the hell? Oh, okay. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. If you don't, get a refund. Try again tomorrow. Melly, have a good one. I still like you more than your sister, but she does have gaining traction ability, especially if she tells us more dirt about you later. So y'all be good, and remember,
Shut the fuck up. Damn.